Light sources. This week on Tackling Ignorance, we're going to cover light sources. So this video is generated once again off of internet discussion, and what I think is a void in practical application and basic understanding of both photonics, refraction, and common sense. So you'll hear a lot of FUDs or people that haven't been in shoot houses say, you shouldn't have a light on your gun because you're going to point your gun at the thing you're trying to look at. And if it's not someone you want to shoot, then you're pointing a gun at somebody and it's violating the 4 firearm safety rules. 1911. Yes, it is. Maybe, potentially. So I'm going to tell you. In most situations where I don't understand what's going on, I'm gonna have my firearm, right? So bump in the night, grab my home defense gun, and I start moving around. I wait until I see the source of the disturbance, and I tap the light. The light gives me PID. Now if I'm in an unknown situation, or my pullout game is weak and I have several children, then you can use a high port or a low port and refract the light off of the ceiling or the floor, or maybe a 45-degree angle. That's something that never is discussed ever. You don't have to directly point the muzzle at somebody to illuminate them, and I will demonstrate here.
Whoa, night ops. All right, proof of concept time. So remember how I said indirect lighting is a thing? All right, we're not gonna go over the layout of where I may or may not be right now. Additionally, all of my firearms are unloaded and I'm gonna point diagonally into the forest and not at anybody's house. So be chill. First, we're gonna start with our flashlights. So I don't know what you can see through the GoPro until I edit it. So we're just gonna do a thing. So here is 5 whole lumens. 5 whole lumens. And you can see, even on the ground or on the ceiling, 5 lumens allows you to see the target, which is wonderful. Boop. Contrast. 5 lumens. Just 5. 5 whole lumens. Let's go to 500. Bow! Look at that. So 500 lumens on the floor, on a rug, and on the ceiling. Look at that. Wonderful. Okay. Now we're gonna do dual fuel level, 1500 lumens. I'm gonna start with the ceiling first, because I learned this the hard way. Wow! It's like daylight. Look at this. This is crazy. 1500 lumens. All right, let's point it at the rug. Wow. Directly on target. Rug, target, rug, target, ceiling. Okay. Easy peasy, a lemon squeezy. All right, just so nobody's upset here. Ooh, super clear. No magazine. All right. I hate racking my pistol that much. All right, so we have a disturbance. We come around, we're like, oh no, what's that? Disturbance. I'm gonna tap my light. Oh, it's on the floor. Look at my current configuration. I'm in the Sewell position. Oh, I see it's a threat. I can rotate and engage. Or, since I already know he's there, I can just pop up, tap it, fire. Super easy. If you want to do a Sabrina position and run around your house like an idiot, that's fine. But you'll also see that the indirect lighting tactics work. And this is 600 lumens for everybody. So that's on the rug, that's on the ceiling, that's on the target. 600 lumens. Great light. Do 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 do. Do do do. We're gonna sling up for this one. And again, clear. We're gonna do high port because I love it. Boop, high port. I'm not even directly on the ceiling with this, kind of over here. So more light on my end, and you can still see very clearly your target. Now we're gonna do the tactical carry, where we're pointing at the deck at a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna hit the rug. Bow! Look at that. Really, really good light, very solid PID without muzzling your target. All right, now we're gonna do low ready. So the rifle optic is aligned with like mid-femur knee level based on this target. So that's where that's at. Now, directly on target. Whoop. Super simple, on the rug, on the ceiling, on the target. And now, low ready, aiming at the kneecap. Very simple. Well, let's do it with the last one. The dual fuel. All right, let's sling up. I lied last time, I didn't sling up last time. Slinged up, all right. So we're gonna start high port with the dual fuel. Oh! Ow. The brightness. Let's aim it a little higher on the ceiling. Wow, pretty good, right? Cool. Now, we're gonna aim at the deck on the carpet. Look at that light refraction, even off the carpet. Low ready, and directly on target. So as you can see in the simple proof of concept video, you don't have to point your weapon directly at the target to illuminate it. And the response from, again, clear weapon, safe direction, high port, pretty quick. And this is a lot closer than I would like to be in a situation like that. Back to the studio.
So, I like to have a few flashlights, and then my weapons have flashlights, okay? So, if it's something that I hear, like my ice machine that just went off in my fridge, or I hear something like that, I'm like, hey, what this is, you know? And this is my EDC light, you know, 500 lumens, nothing special. It does 500, right? And it's a good little light. It's nice, it's small. I don't lose it, I have it everywhere. You can tell my keys have taken it to Pound Town. You know, she's seen some work. Great little light, highly recommend. And that's my investigation light in the house. This is my investigation light. The Fury Tactical. It's essentially a dual fuel. Now the problem with this is it only has one setting. This is perfect for like, find it, bow. So I really do recommend this, but this is good for, hey, what you doing? Okay. Having a light source that's not attached to your weapon is great because you can talk to somebody or see what's going on without having a weapon if that's uncouth at the moment. Now, with your rifle, if you have a rifle, chances are something's going pretty sideways. Not guaranteed, and I'm not one of those people like, if you have to shoot more than 8 times, that's too much. I never understood that. But if you have a rifle out, like me grabbing my pistol, that's usually, hey, I heard something weird in the house or close to it. If I'm grabbing my rifle, it's because I hear, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker, or don't you touch it, I'll shoot you in the face, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a rifle, this is, to me, a really, really serious situation. Now, I am gonna approach probably high port, but not necessarily, you know, low ready, but I might be low ready. You can use this right here, boop, to indirectly eliminate your targets. So don't think just because your light is on your weapon system that you need to directly point it at something to get PID. Have it close. You know, you got high port, which is a perfectly acceptable means of transport and relatively fast position to be in to rapidly employ your rifle should you need to. Or even low ready, You know, you're not directly looking down your sights or your optic. You can press the pressure pad and see what's going on. Now for a light source, I know this is going to be a lot of people because the light wars are afoot, but I recommend at least a 500 lumen light, so an M300 Scout is the bare minimum amount of light that you need on a rifle. And I'll get into that some other time, but a lot of my shorter guns, because of weight and maneuverability, and they're shorter, so they're louder, I don't really necessarily want to fire it, and I want my light signature to be a little less. We'll get into that later, and I'm sure people are going to tear me apart about that. My more capable firearms have at least a Surefire dual fuel, and I'll be getting some mod lights in the future. And my bare minimum for a pistol light, this is a 600 lumen, not the 1000 lumen. So 600 to 1000 lumen Surefire is what I recommend. If you want to get an owl or a mod light, all for it. Burn them down with that candela. I'm all about it. But minimum light for me on a 14.5 to a 16 is a dual fuel. Maybe even a 12.5 would be a dual fuel, or a mod light, or a owl. Hopefully this video pulled yourself out of that little pizza box you're in, thinking two-dimensionally. You know, if I have a weapons mounted light, I need to point it at something. There's a lot of options available to you, and not sacrificing a positive firing grip to illuminate something is strongly encouraged, and it allows you to make a very precise shot. If I'm walking through like this, then my shot could be compromised, and I want to be as laser precise, surgical as it were, as possible. So that's why a weapons mounted light is important. You can use them in different ways. Start trying it out. Learn what you're doing. Don't shoot your family. That's bad. Don't shoot your friends. Also bad. Turn friendly fire off by indirectly lighting an area. Thanks for watching. Take care out there.